Hello, this is Hui. Welcome to watch my video, Python scripting on Linux. In this short video, we're going to discuss how to read and parse XML files. And more often, and project starting using XML file as a configure file parameter, which is so we load and parse XML file is most important for the project. Here on the Linux, we just create a template called mytest.python, and we wanted to create a program which uses the program name in the read XML file from command line, and we parse these XML files. So in order to parse XML file, we need to use it from xmldom. We just import mini DOM from xmldom. So the xmldom in the Python is the document object module API. So it's used for the creating, updating, generating, reading, and parse the XML document. So after we, this part is just a check if our syntax, command line syntax, is okay, not okay, because if the argument counting is not equal to, we just print the usage and have message and exit. And if okay, so the first thing we have to generate document object. I call it mydoc, and use a minimdoc.parse, and this is the file name which we get from command line. So after that, we loaded our XML document into mydoc. So now we try to, from command line console, input the tag as of the XML file and try to get the value for this. So we try to input from command line to the variable x, and we try to put the xx quit. We make a loop. If the input is xxx, we just quit. So after we get the x, there's a from my doc, there's a get element by tag names, because we try to put the tag name, we try to get this method will get all tag name into a node list. So since this is a node list, and we have to do is make a loop for node, which is node in node list. So we got the node, each node. So because of the node list, the element is the node. So the node list is a node object, has a method called node name, where return the node name. Here on the name, we have say the node object. There we have a node list. From the node list, we're getting the node object. So the node object has a name. This has so this means this has different meaning for each type of node. And see the DOM, the type of node has different. So there's the element node, attribute node, text node, CDate section node. So in general, normal basic, we just discuss in this case is the element node. So the name where it returns is a node name, where is a different, it's a node the name, which is the tag name in element node. And also there's a node has another attribute called the node child. This means the list of node contained within this node. So the node is the list of the childs in current node, which we got that for each node. And so we can use method len and the node childs. This is equal 1. There's a difference. This one equal 1 because this node list include current node. So if it's equal 1, it means our list childs only current nodes. There's no more child. So if this node greater than 1, and each child node will be at 2. So if this node has one child node, this counting will be 3. So the real number of child is from the nodes, this node length, -1 divide 2. So this is the total real child nodes. So if there's an equal 1, which means there's no child node, it's only child node, is current child node is 1. So the date will be the current child node is 0, will be counting from 0 of date, and which is node value. And node name is from the current node is node name. So for the real XML file, so this is a node and this is date. So this node have a child, so this is kind of node have a child. So sometimes the node, this one is don't have a tag, don't have attribute. This kind of node which has attribute. So we have to check if this node have attribute equal true, then we try to get the attribute. So there's a node attributes, we'll get the node attribute. So if you look at the node attributes, if a node has attributes, this is return true if the node has any attributes. So the attribute, so if a node has attributes, and then we have to do is, that's what we do, we get the node attribute, which is another object, and we can node attribute length where we get the total number of how many attributes. And so we make a loop for each I. So each node attributes item I, which is item attribute. We can get the from attribute name and attribute value. And this is how to parse our node. We can get the name or the value, and also each attribute's name and each attribute's value. So now let's save this, and it's this, run this. So we created 2 terminal. So let's verify what's so our program will be my test, and this is XML file which is on the left side of Windows. So now we read this, we try to input XML tag. So let's say the job name tag. So you can see we can get the job name, and the date is this is the object date, and this is a checksum. So let's look at this chart. So we can see it's the node name, which is the tag name, is checksum, and the value is this is the value. And this is a node which have child. So let's say, so there's groups. So you can see this node is groups and the two child 1, child 2. So if this node, which is a node with attribute, which attribute is ID equals something. So let's say if we get the group, so we have 2 of them because of this list. The first one is the ID, and switch all the attribute ID equal this is 9855, and the second group node is ID 9854. So this is kind of, so let's say this node package. So this node name is a package child. There's only one because this is one child, but this child has 3 of child. So this put this package name items as tag. So let's say this package item has a child 3, which this one also has another attribute. This attribute called breakdown and outer reverse something envelope. So this is a kind of node. We parse that, and let's say this node has 2 attributes. So this node has 2 attributes. There's attribute 1 called weight is 9.808, and the attribute pieces is 76. So this Python, making parse with xmldom, and it can easily parse any XML files. Hello, this is Hui. Thanks to watch my video. Hopefully this is useful. enjoyable. It's going to be great to have your feedback.